Tonight on CTV3 News, one man detained pending investigation into the Westrac burglary. Thieves walk away with more than $70,000. Alleged report of kidnapping in Orange Walk turned out to be a mere misunderstanding. Cops detain 18-year-old Jalen Jones for the murder of Coast Guard. And upgrade of basketball court at the Philip Alvarez Park gets underway. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Friday, April 12th, that is 2024.
The April sale is now at Cellular World. Enjoy massive savings store-wide and take your luck when you get a chance to get cash back with our Scratch and Win Tickets giveaway. Ask about our unbeatable low prices guaranteed with budget phones starting as low as $49. Android starter phones starting at an all-time low price of just $115. Redmi gaming phones starting at $359. Samsung A-series lead offers starting at just $269. Fully backed up by 1-year local warranty. Plus, the newly added ZTE, Infinix, Logic, and Techno smartphones now available countrywide. But that's not all. We've got you covered with something for everyone. Kids tablets, smart TVs, speakers, headphones, and earbuds, gaming consoles, smartwatches, accessories, and so much more. Visit any of our stores in Belize City, Belmopan, San Pedro, and now in Orange Walk to start shopping today. Or shop with us via our virtual store through Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp at 615-5141. Don't miss out. We got the deal for you.
Introducing Max, the one to watch when you want the best content and an enhanced experience. Starting February 27, if you have HBO, you'll have access to Max.
Good evening with your news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. Police in Orange Walk today detained one person in connection with the burglary which was reported at Westrac on Thursday. As we had reported, the general manager of Westrac Orange Walk, 40-year-old Johan Petquao, reported to police that around 7:30 yesterday morning, when he arrived at the facility, he noticed that one of the windows had been broken. Petquao says he then realized that the power had been turned off and the building was ransacked. He told police that upon making further checks, he discovered that the company's safe, which was inside the accountant's office, had also been broken into. Petquao told police the men managed to steal $71,079.59 in different denominations from the safe and $1,500 from the cashier drawers. At this time, police have not recovered the stolen cash and no charges have been levied against the individual. However, police investigations continue. The person of interest, who is a resident of Orange Walk Town, is currently in police custody for questioning on the matter. We will continue to follow this situation and report any update as it may become available. Word spread like wildfire this afternoon here in Orange Walk about a possible attempting kidnapping of a school-aged child in the community of Palmar. This came after a student from San Jose Palmar School visited the station with her parents to report that a female driving an SUV had approached her and, according to the child, wanted to kidnap her. The situation, however, was apparently a misunderstanding, as police investigations revealed that the circumstances were not of an attempting kidnapping, and instead it was simply when a parent from the school had offered the child a ride home. The individual in question reportedly visited the police station to clear the air about what had transpired. On Wednesday night, 26-year-old Charles James was gunned down in Belize City. The murder has shaken the Belize Coast Guard, who is tonight still reeling from the loss of one of their comrades. Yesterday, the Commissioner of Police confirmed that the murder happened on Consuelo Street in the Old Capital and is reportedly stemming from an affair with a woman and the deceased. Tonight, rapid police work has led to the apprehension of an 18-year-old Jalen Jones. Jones is now facing a charge of murder for the killing of a seaman. But according to his mother, Sherry Lee Jones, her son is innocent and is a quote, ordinary ghetto youth. For context, here is what she told reporters yesterday.
I'm in my bed. My son may come in a few minutes ago, come eat some macaroni out of the pot with bread, so I tell him, no, eat out all of the macaroni and thing. So he come outside, lock the door, my daughter they come heal me, bring something for me, and they gone, I continue lay down in the bed there. And after I hear some gunshot gone off, I hear somebody come in the yard. So I pop my back blinds, and I pop my black blinds, I hear the person run going, so when I look at it, it's like my son and I holler for Jalen, but you know, look back. I think you have on the same clothes where you may have on for a whole day, because they tell me if you wash, you know, got no clean clothes and white shirt and black pants that I had on, right? Continue run, but I don't take it like that, so I gone inside and I tend to the baby, and I carry down the baby sitting for my niece and thing. And I thought, when I look now, one of his friend come, and I thought I say, Corey, you know, say Jalen, because just holler for him, he run through the yard, yeah, and I think I stop. That's why they tell Corey, and I thought Corey said, me sure, I just left Jalen, and Jalen gone up the street there, so say he come back right now, he going for something, right? I think I tell him, but you know, just left her out there, I eat some macaroni and a thing. And I thought he said, me Shirley, I don't know. He gone and he gone after Corey come back. Corey come holler for me and say, me Shirley, that jail on there shot, and jail on like collapse over there in the yard over there, so police they wrong on, they don't want to move on thing. Me Shirley come move you, make them move your son. That way he tell me, right, so I give my daughter a car, because my daughter never there, she me just really leave her left. And I tell her, girl, they just want shot your brother. You know, my son now ordinarily get a youth and thing. He work on the street. He just been the same man, I want to get in at the job again for try do something. For make sure we could get something for put on the table, because they help me. I don't have a job. That my kids they help me, my son and my daughter.
So when you did get to your son, you said you were holding him at some point. Did you realize on what part of his body he was shot?
My foot, but I never know that the police ain't shoot her.
Jones says the police has been targeting her 18-year-old son for some weeks now.
When in a long time, but funny, the day the police target my son, because I'm one and my sister's son, and my son lives at this yard there. Then they come in and come look for things and all that, and they real up with them, no got no warrant, no look for anything, no define nothing. I said, I kill no one, kill my picnic. And I cuss out there and chase him like 2 weeks ago for yeah. And my son said that on the police and not like her. You know? You know in a weed man and thing, you know? That when they not like them for. I am a weed person myself, I smoke weed. You know? That when they not like weed for.
Police are hopeful for a conviction. In order to continue in the war against narco-trafficking, Prime Minister John Briceño has asked Commissioner of Police Chester Williams to formulate a 6-month budget that would continue seeing operations here in the north. This comes on the heels of an approved additional $1 million by GOB last year to counterattack narco-infiltration into Belize. We note that in 2020, a narco plane landed on a stretch of paved road near Shunush village. Additionally, an unprecedented exchange of gunfire played out in the immediate area of the Pueblo Nuevo Ferry outside of Corozal town last year, presumably related to drugs. With the additional budget, operations will take place on a long-term basis.
Yes, in NSC, the Prime Minister had directed us to put together another budget to take us for another 6 months. And once that time comes, we reassess the situation on the ground, and if there's a need to extend, then we do so. I believe that the way how things look, our presence in that area will have to become permanent. So I foresee a permanent operation for us in that area.
Joseph Anthony Camp 39, American-born software developer living in Belize City, has been charged with spreading false news via social media in connection with the murder of Charles James on Thursday night. Police allege Camp wrote via Facebook that his brother-in-law had been shot by police and hospitalized and accused of being James's killer, but it was a case of mistaken identity and that he could prove it. But Commissioner of Police Chester Williams denied the report in detail, and Camp has now been arrested and charged. Meanwhile, Jalen Jones has been charged with the murder of James, a Coast Guard seaman who was at home having dinner when he was shot. Coming up next, a dome for the basketball area at the Philip Alvarez Park. Stay tuned.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
One day, we decided to gather everyone who loves The Last of Us in one place. The naked and afraid fans, and well, everyone who loves realities. The ones who don't like spoilers, and the ones who do. And those who love Barbie and Peppa Pig. That place is called Max. Well, it's not an actual place. It's on your screens, and there's room for everyone. Max is here to bring you more of the stories that you love. Max, the one to watch.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
In 2023, the Philip Alvarez Park in the Uniontown area of Orange Walk Town received a much-needed facelift, which was done through a collaboration between the Orange Walk Town Council, Orange Walk Central Area Representative, Prime Minister John Briceño, and the Belize Tourism Board. The complete transformation of the playground area was phase 1 of a 3-phase project, which seeks to completely transform the entire park. This week, the second phase of the project kicked off, which will see the installation of a dome atop the basketball court. Today, when we spoke to the Prime Minister, he told us more about the project and what Orange Walkenians can expect.
When I was in Chiramal, I think it was earlier this year or late last year, I saw a basketball court and it had a dome over it, and it had no steel structure underneath, and I liked the design. So I knew somebody that knows the people at the their city council, ayuntamiento, and that person then put me in connection with the people that built them. And so the gentleman, he and his company, we met with them, they came here, they took measurements, they gave us an estimate, and we're quite excited. Now they have brought in the materials, and once we do the columns, to set it up is going to be very fast. It's just to connect one onto the other, and then it becomes one solid structure. I promised the people in Orange Walk Central, our young people, especially for many years, out in the Union Town and whole of that San Francisco and Marcos Canoli area, that I wanted to fix that park. In collaboration with the town council, we fixed the first part, and also I must say that Belize Tourist Board was very helpful. They gave us a generous donation to be able to do that. And now, through my efforts in getting funds from central government, again working with the town council, now we're building the structure. Once that is finished, then the last phase, the third phase, will be to the back. The last part where we want to build a five-a-side football so that kids can go and play football, and hopefully to be able to put a track all around the court, or the park, that people can go use to exercise. Actually, I was pleased. One night I was passing there and I saw two couples. They were walking in the area, although it's not as big, but they're walking there as an exercise. So I want people to use this. But just as important, I want people to have a sense of ownership, for them to understand that this belongs to them, and that they need to help us to protect it, so that it could.
Canadians fly into Belize during our hot months to vacation and enjoy what we here at home often refer to as living in paradise. However, the Canadian government has issued a travel advisory for its citizens to at least 7 countries in the Caribbean. Unfortunately, Belize is on that list. According to the advisory, the warning comes on the heels of high crime the country has been witnessing lately. But at least for the top cop of Belize, Canada has it wrong.
I really and truly don't understand why the advisory. Belize is still basically a peaceful place. We don't have instances where persons are being killed randomly, or persons running loose on the streets and killing people. As we have said, and as the stats shows, that most of the killings we have had this year are domestic related, where we're seeing that the ex-boyfriend of a woman is killing the current boyfriend. And the second most killing is alcohol-related killings. In terms of gang killings, those are down. And so it is. I found it very strange that that advisory came out. And I think that when a country declares a state of emergency, it makes the place more safer. It don't make it more dangerous. Let's look at Salvador, for instance. With all that is taking place there, it is tantamount to a state of emergency. It has become somewhat of a police state. And when you speak to people, tourists who go to Salvador, they will tell you that they feel much safer there now than before they had this state, what I would refer to as a police state. So the actions that the government took in declaring a state of emergency on Southside Belize City does not make Southside dangerous. It makes it much safer. And so we do encourage people to traverse the Southside and the entire country of Belize, because the country is safe. When we look out district, the performance is exceptional. Even though last year was an exceptional year, the other districts are down compared to last year. And not just districts, but even when we talk about the region, the southern region is down, the western region is down, the northern region is down. And the only reason eastern division is up is because of rural Belize. We have had 10 murders in rural Belize this year, and that is what is basically eating at the numbers for eastern division. And so I don't think that the notice is a reasonable one.
Williams says facts demonstrate that major crimes are down and Belize remains a safe country for visitors.
For the first quarter of 2024, when compared to the first quarter of 2023, we're down by 22% with major crime. So again, to see that that crime is out of control, I see the report said that there is mugging and stealing and this, that. I don't know where they get that from. I think they're confusing Belize with another country.
But as a tourist, if you see a country having state of emergencies every so often or every year or so, looking from the outside, would that not deter you from visiting that country?
No, I would look at the type of killings that they are having, because even outside the state of emergency, do we see tourists getting killed in Belize regularly? The answer is no. It's a very, very rare occurrence. Look at Jamaica. They're under state of emergency every year for the past 5 years.
The much anticipated Miss Belize 2024 pageant will be taking place on Saturday, April 13th at the Belize Civic Center. Following months of preparations, the 10 contestants vying for the crown this year are ready for the big day. Earlier this week, he spoke to a few of the delegates as they visited Orange Walk Town, where Prime Minister John Briceño hosted a special luncheon on Thursday. Returning after a gap year, the Miss Universe Belize organization is following the changes implemented by the Miss Universe franchise, which gave way for a wide range of diverse women vying for the crown. A major change in this year's competition is also the prioritization of advocacy work among the contestants.
This has always been a dream for me, and I actually recently competed in Miss San Pedro last year, so I'm still fresh in a sense when it comes to training. When I finally decided that I wanted to be a part of Miss Universe Belize, that happened in December, and immediately I knew that I wanted to take it to another level. I wanted to be as professional as I can be. Going to Miss Universe, the entire dynamics of the pageant has changed internationally, so I know with this title, if given the chance to be the next Miss Universe Belize, I'm going to have to represent us internationally. So with this comes championing my cause, which is my advocacy that I'm very passionate about. I am the founder of the LIVE Foundation, which stands for Leaders and Innovative Visionaries. So I'm an advocate for women in leadership and entrepreneurship. Back at home, I'm most affectionately known as Viv from LIVE. This is because I'm the youngest woman that owns a nightclub in San Pedro. So I'm the owner of LIVE Hookah Lounge, and a portion of our sales every month is dedicated to supporting the LIVE Foundation, which basically I have worked with students, mentoring them on their career paths. I have organized picnics for little girls so that they can talk about their dreams. I've also launched a business pitch competition in San Pedro High School, which is basically showcasing and highlighting the best entrepreneurial concepts and ideas. And if I get the chance to be the next Miss Universe Belize, this is something that I'd like to implement countrywide, liaising with different businesses, because I have a larger network coming into the competition this time. So it's much easier for me to get different businesses to want to take part. And immediately, as the pageant is over, this is something that I will definitely start networking all over to have this competition in place.
Mahoy of Port Loyola in Belize City says that in addition to the glitz and glam of pageantry, her focus is advocating for health and wellness in our country.
I have been preparing for a couple months now, and I am very confident in my preparations. I've been very focused and also disciplined with myself. You know, when it comes to physical health, I'm an advocate for fitness and health in Belize City, and I'm also a personal trainer. So physical health is very important, and it's one of the biggest preparations that I have been doing. I've also been focusing on questions and answers and the other segments, you know, my walk, every single detail, down to how my hair is going to look that night, what outfits I'm going to be wearing. So a lot of preparation and financial investment has been put into this effort for me to become the next Miss Universe Belize, and I'm going to make sure that I capitalize on every single thing that I have been doing and make the biggest impact that I can. like I said, my platform is focusing on health and fitness and bringing awareness to that. And I'm starting with my community, which is Port Loyola and just the south side of Belize. And gradually, I want to expand into the entire country with the help of the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Health. So that's my goal for Healthy Belize. Healthy Belize is my initiative that started as a Facebook page, and then eventually it grew into an initiative to do educational visits to primary schools, donations, sports equipment donations to those primary schools as well. And also I did a health fair, which is something that I want to continue to do in the community. So I'm just focusing on that because, as you know, that health and wellness is one of the developmental goals, and it's very important for Belize to understand that by improving and investing in your health and fitness, you are expanding your life, right? So you get a better quality of life and you get to live longer. And once our population lives longer, then we can be more productive citizens. So it benefits the entire country if we take charge of our health and we don't have to focus on treatment later on in life. So it's very important to me. I've been in this industry for almost a decade now, and I'm also furthering my studies. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in allied health, and my goal is to become a physician assistant. So it's something that I'm truly passionate about, guys.
Representing the capital city of Belmopan, Myra Cibrian says she decided to join the pageant this year when diversity and inclusion is being prioritized.
Well, definitely you have to prepare physically and also mentally to be ready for such a huge pageant and with such a huge title as well. So it's a lot of work. Definitely a lot of work goes into it. There's a lot of challenges you have to overcome, sometimes even cry out. But at the end, you have to keep your eye in the main focus, which is the pageant and pageant night. And, well, not just the pageant night, but to me, I believe that the process is more important than just pageant night, because that's just a couple seconds that you get on stage for the public to really see you. So it's the process to me that is the most important thing, and the things that you're able to do for your advocacy. So I was able to do so many things for my advocacy, which is the well-being of elder persons, emphasizing on the importance of their care and support. So I did a lot of activities for Advocacy Month, which was March, this past month. So we did activities such as taking groceries for them, visiting some elderly homes, visiting elder persons around the communities. And I don't want to mention everything because we're going to make it too long, but yes, definitely those are some of the things. So definitely a lot of changes. So we see right now on stage on Saturday, we will have 2 mothers and 1 married woman. So the group is very diverse. So I definitely encourage all Belizeans to come out and support us, because the support at the Civic is going to be very important. But if you really can't make it, then purchase the Next Gen app and be able to watch it from home to give us that support. And on stage on Saturday, you will see a beautiful show. We have been preparing so hard for this moment, so definitely we want to leave our hearts out in the stage. So I just want to encourage everyone to come out and support.
Shayna Gilhari from the Corozal district is the only representative from the north. Her hope is to capture the crown to further advocate for the youths in our community.
There's a lot of emotions that are going through my body right now as it is preparing for the pageant, but I feel very proud to represent the North. I know they haven't had somebody in a long time, so it's definitely a good way to start. So I'm advocating for children with disabilities, so I'm all for the kiddos. And what I do for the platform is I want to broadcast the resources we have in Belize, and of course bring new resources here as well, because there's a lot of accommodations that are needed within the school system for children with disabilities. So I hope to bring that in the platform if I become the next title holder. Of course, it's a huge responsibility, but if I do become the next title holder, I'll do the best that I can to be the next best Miss Belize. Oh, you guys come out on April 13th, Saturday at 8 p.m. It's going to be a show. Everyone's there. They're going to bring what they have, and it's going to be something you don't want to miss. To expect from me, you're going to expect authenticity. I'm going to bring me to that stage. Every outfit that I wear, every walk, every smile that I take, it's going to be me. And I hope that, that translates to the audience as well. So yeah, it's going to be a show you don't want to miss. So come out.
Remaining contestants include Michaela Gongora, Fanny Mejia, Money Lee Aspinall, Maya Liz Wright, Jasrim Namdas, and Miriam Abdul. As previously mentioned, the pageant will be taking place on Saturday, April 13 at the Belize Civic Center in Belize City. The Ministry of Agriculture has engaged in a competition for primary and secondary schools across the country. Its main objective is to enhance and promote agriculture as an important part of the lives of young people. The competition has been widely welcomed, and schools in each district has engaged in the competition in hopes of placing first place at the end. Yesterday, officers of the ministry visited participating schools in Orange Walk to judge their gardens. Today, judging was done in Corozal at the San Victor RC School and the Escuela Secundaria Técnica Mexico. This ends up rounds of judging in all districts.
Sure. We started Monday and Tuesday. We did the Cayo District. Wednesday we did the Belize District schools, and now Thursday Orange Walk, and tomorrow we're finishing in Corozal. And yes, specifically for Orange Walk District, we had 3 high schools that entered the competition: Muffles College, Orange Walk Technical, and BHSA, Belize High School of Agriculture, and 1 primary school, Carmelita Government School. And yes, good question you're asking. We've been really impressed. We are seeing the effort that the schools are putting. We developed a rubric, which is like a grading scale, where the Ministry of Education supported us in kind of fine-tuning. So some of the criteria that we are looking at, and we're actually seeing it in the gardens, no matter at which scale, but they did work towards the rubric that we put, like garden design, garden maintenance, agriculture techniques being displayed, if the garden is environmentally friendly. We even told them to take pictures and do short videos and to do presentations and so on. And we're really impressed with the work, and we are seeing a lot of the criteria that we put within the rubric. And that is even giving us a challenge to the judges, because one school is not showing this particular criteria, but another school is showing it.
With points already penned, all that is left for winners to be announced at the National Agriculture Trade Show in Belmopan City. The price of liquid petroleum gas saw a slight increase of 10 cents today, Friday, April 12th. The change reflects wholesale volume and retail sale by volume in both urban and rural areas. This means that the wholesale price for LPG is now $3.95. In urban areas, the retail price will be $1.27 per pound, or $5.55 per gallon. Prices in the rural areas will increase to $1.29 per pound, or $5.65 per gallon. According to the Supplies Control Unit, SCU, in the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise, the increase of 10 cents per gallon is a result of an increase in the acquisition price of both butane and propane. The United States Agency for International Development, the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, and the Ministry of Home Affairs and New Growth Industries launched Laboratory Information Management System, LIMS, as a fully functional management system for the forensic laboratory of the National Forensic Science Service, NFSS, to support citizen security in Belize. This is an initiative of the InfoSegura project, which helps institutions in Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and the Dominican Republic in designing and implementing evidence-based citizen security policies. The LIMS will support the NFSS to acquire and develop other information management systems that can feed into the intelligence agriculture and strengthen the integrity sharing mechanism for a more comprehensive capture of multidimensional data. This LIMS will allow the Forensics Department to improve its workflows and coordination with stakeholders, since records have been digitized and processed digitalized. I look forward to the contribution the system will make towards data-informed public policy making and decision-making for the betterment of our criminal justice system. Through the initial year of installation and implementation, approximately 30,000 legacy cases have already been migrated from the old database, and about 300 police officers countrywide have been trained on accessing and having the LIMS. In addition, 512 new cases have been entered and received from law enforcement officers. Having timely, reliable, and relevant information on citizen security moves governments and institutions to the digitalization and allows them to better implement effective policies that reduce violence and insecurity in countries like Belize, said Ian King, UNDP's Deputy Resident Representative. LMIS fulfills a key objective of the Belize Crime Observatory Strategy. This inauguration marks a milestone in the robust and growing U.S.-Belize partnership focused on enhancing citizen security and access to justice for Belizeans, said U.S. Ambassador to Belize, Michelle Kwan. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Monday, April 15th, here on CTV3 and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page, Recurring Stories, at facebook.com, CTV3 Belize News, or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BZ. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at CTV3 News, have a safe and pleasant weekend. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.